And getting loosened up. Right? And as you're turning and twisting, make sure you're getting your hips and your feet involved. And you're just going nice and easy, side to side. So it doesn't have to be fast. If you're a little stiff, you can go slower, whatever feels good to you. And we'll go about one more to each side, and then we'll do some forward arm circles. So you can go kind of smaller circles if you want to. It's up to you. You don't have to go quick with it. Right? And then we'll go reverse. So you'll go reverse of that. And keeping those arms moving, because we're going to use them today. Then you're going to do door openers, so you'll bring your arms together, your arms will come apart, and you'll squeeze, right? So together and squeeze, together and squeeze. So make sure that you're squeezing those shoulder blades so that you can wake them up a little bit, because we want them to be awake. Yeah. And then we'll get moving with our legs here in just a little bit. We're going to go 5 more here. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, 4, here's 5. So next motion we're going to do, we'll just do your high knees. You can have your hands right at your waistline. Again, going nice and easy. You don't have to go fast. You want to try to get your your knee or thigh up to at least your hands. And you're just nice and easy going side to side. So waking up those hip flexors and quads, because you're going to use those today too. Yeah. So we got about 10 seconds and we're going to go into your butt kickers. Right, we won't waste too much time warming up. We'd rather do the good stuff, you know. So you're going to go about 1 more to each side, and then you're going to do butt kickers. So we're just kicking straight back. You can get those arms moving with it just to loosen you up. And we'll do some balance moves even today. It's all balance, right? We always do balance, you know that. Of course. So we got about 10 more seconds. And then we're going to do some hip hinges to get those hamstrings waking up too. So you can go about 1 more to each side. Then you're going to relax. So hip hinge, you're going to have a soft bend in those knees. Your hips are going to press straight back. Act like you're going to reach down to about your knee and then back up. So you don't have to go way, way down. As you go down, you should be feeling this in the back of your legs, right in the back of those hamstrings. Okay? So make sure you press your hips back. You want to look slightly straight ahead just to keep your back straight. And it has just nice, slow, and controlled motion, right? So don't feel like you have to touch the floor, right? A smaller motion is a little bit better. And you're warming up, so don't be too crazy. So we're going to go about 30 more seconds like this, just trying to get those hamstrings activated and ready to roll, right? So I just reach down to just a little bit past my knees, and that's it. I could go down more if I want, but I got to save it for the workout. Okay, we got about 10 more seconds here. Nice and controlled. We're going to do 3 more. Here is 1. Here is 2. Here is 3. So next thing that we're going to do, you're going to keep your left leg forward. Your right leg is just going to tap back and in, right? So go tap back and in, tap back and in. So with that right toe, you're trying to extend back as much as you can. Just tap that toe, keeping the majority of your weight on that left leg. Okay, so it's just a tap and then in, tap and then in, tap and then in. The good old tapping in. What's tapping in? Oh yeah, that was a good joke. Best joke I've had all day. Okay, nice and controlled. You can use those arms. I like to use my arms, helps me balance. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I don't care, right? Except for what I do, I know is the perfect way to do it, of course. So you're just tapping in and back. You should feel that left leg firing up. We're going to do 3 more. There's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. So going right into that other side. Your right leg is bent, left leg is tapping and in. Tapping and in. So remember, the majority of your weight is on that right leg. You're trying to extend your left leg as much as you feel like you can, right? So don't feel like you have to do a crazy range of motion. If you're losing your balance, just do a smaller motion. Okay, so we got about 15 seconds. Remember, you can use those arms if you want. You don't have to. Whatever makes you feel good. We got 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. So next motion that we're going to do is going to be a squat. Okay, so with your squat, if it doesn't feel good to your knees, I'll show you an alternative. But on this, we want to press our hips back. Keep the weight back in those heels. You're going to squat down, act like you're sitting in a chair. you're gonna stand back up, squeeze those glutes. So keep the weight back in your heels that whole time. If you feel like you're gonna fall backwards, perfect, right? Imagine you're at a porta potty, something stinky, you don't wanna sit on the toilet. That's what we're practicing for here. So if you need to modify, you can either do a smaller squat motion, or you could go back to your hip hinge instead, right? But if you can squat, go ahead and do that, right? But keep it in a pain-free range of motion. So that doesn't mean you're squatting to the floor, right? Even a small squat is better than no squat at all, right? So just small control, right? Even if it's just pressing your hips back and bending slightly and coming back, that's perfect, okay? You gotta do what you gotta do. Nice and controlled. We're gonna do about 3 more. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. So now we're gonna step. We're gonna go into calf raises. We're just going up and down on those tiptoes, right? Nice and easy. Doesn't have to be hard. You can do whatever with your arms. If you feel a little wobbly and you need something to help you balance, you can use chair wall, whatever you need, right? Yeah. And we're gonna do a little combo move here to finish you off for your warm up, okay? So what you're gonna do your squat to a calf raise. So you're gonna squat down, you'll come up, go into your calf raise, and back down. So squat to calf raise. Same thing, if you're doing that mini one, just do squat, calf, right? Small squats are just as good as large squats. So when you go up on your tiptoes, you're getting that balance move, right? And if you go quicker with it, it gets that heart rate up. But go at a speed that feels good to you, right? So you're squatting, calfing, squat to calf, squat to calf. How cool is that? It is cool. Okay, we're gonna do 5 more. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. If your knees make noise, mine do too, if that makes you feel better. Go ahead and do 1 more, and relax. All right, so we're gonna start off with both dumbbells. And we're gonna get rolling here. So what we're gonna do, you're gonna keep your right leg forward, your left leg is gonna step back, you're gonna row, you'll come back and in, okay? We will add to it, but that's our starting point. Ready? And go. So you'll step, row, back, in. So again, on this move, you wanna just try to touch your left tiptoes down. You wanna keep the majority of your weight in your right leg. And if you need to step back at a smaller motion, that's okay too. Okay, but you'll kind of step, almost hinge with it, and then you come back, okay? Doing a great job. So we're gonna do about 1 more. Then you're gonna hold that stance, you're gonna row, you're gonna kick back. Okay, so we're holding here, we're doing a tricep kick back. So you're kicking past those hips, your elbows are staying in, you got a nice bend in your front right leg, right? And you're kicking back and in, nice and controlled, no swinging of those weights. Okay, we got about 10 seconds to go. You're almost there. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now left leg is forward. Same arm motion. You're gonna step, row, back, in, right? Step, row, back, in. Step, row, back, in. Step, row, back, in. Step, row, back, in. So nice and controlled. The majority of your weight is in that left leg now, right? Try to just put your right tiptoe down, okay? Then on this next motion, we hold and we kick back, okay? Nice and controlled. Elbows stay in. The wider the stance, the harder this gets, okay? But it's slow and controlled. Try not to go fast. You're gonna get a little bicep action in this too, right? Because it's a curl to kick back. How fun is that? 10 seconds. Nice and controlled. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now we're gonna go into a deadlift into our reverse fly. So you're gonna have your palms facing each other. You're gonna hinge down, hips come back. You're gonna do your reverse fly. You'll come back and then stand up, okay? So we hinge, fly, back, up, right? So hips press back, Keep a slight bend in those elbows, squeeze, and then come right back in. Okay, if reverse flies hurt your shoulders, you could just do a regular row and just pull straight back. Right? Sometimes shoulders don't like reverse flies, and that's okay. Okay? Nice and controlled. And every time you stand up, make sure you squeeze those glutes. We don't want them to feel left out on this, right? We want them to be ready to go for when we're on the mat. Okay, nice and controlled. You're doing a great job. We got about 20 seconds here. Okay. That's not too bad. 20 seconds is pretty good. Okay, we're going to go 3 more. So we're down, wide, back, up. There's 1, down, wide, back, up. There's 2, down, wide, back, up. There's 3. Okay, so this next one that we're going to do is going to incorporate our squat. So you're going to start with your feet together. You're going to step wide. You'll squat and curl. You'll come back, right? You'll step wide, squat and curl, come back. If the squat hurts your knees, just step wide and curl and do a step and curl like that. Okay, go for it. So step wide, you'll curl and squat, come back, right? Oh, I gotta step wide. Step wide, curl and squat, and back. And remember, you don't have to do that squat. You can just step side to side, just like this, just like what I'm doing here. Okay, it's still gonna get your heart rate up. It's still gonna work your balance, but it might feel a lot better on your knees than a squat does. And of course, you can do the miniature squats too, right? Don't feel like you have to go butt to floor or anything. I can't squat that low. I'm not even ashamed to admit it. You know, some people's squats are crazy. I'm pretty good with my squats, so. Right, if you're really trying to get a deep squat, see if you can get your elbows to touch your quads. There's something to think about, right? So we got about 10 seconds to go. Okay, you're doing a great job. Oh, yes. Let's go 1 more each way. There's 1, coming back. There's 2, and back. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our deadlift. This time you're gonna go into an upright row. So palms will face your thighs. You're gonna hinge down. You'll come all the way up. Pull those weights up, elbows out to the side. Reach down, right? Pull up, elbows wide, right? So here you are. Here's a front view of that upright row. So you're down. It's like you're bringing the weights all the way up your body to your armpits and back. Again, upright rows sometimes don't agree with shoulders. So you could do a regular row just like before if you wanted to, right? You can just do a row and stand up. Okay, so do what you can do, but keep it pain-free, right? We don't want you to hurt. Burn, yes. Hurt, no. Okay, nice and controlled. Remember on that hip hinge, press those hips back. Look slightly straight ahead. Okay, we're over halfway. We got about 30 seconds here. Nice and controlled. And then we're gonna be going to the floor already. For floor. 15 seconds. Try to get as big a range of motions as you can. Squeeze those shoulder blades as you come up. We're gonna do 3 more. Here's 1. Coming down. 2. Coming down. 3. Okay, set those weights down. You can get your mat out if you want. I'm gonna adjust my camera real quickly here. Okay, so we're gonna be on our back. And we're gonna do a single leg bridge with 1 weight. So we're gonna have 1 weight in our right hand. So I'm gonna show you the motion here. If you need to modify, I'll show you how. Okay, so you're gonna be in a bridge. You're gonna have your left leg up straight. Okay, so when your leg, it's gonna start at the bottom. You're in your bridge. You're gonna bring your leg up straight. You press with that weight, and you'll come back. Okay, so it's left leg, right arm. If it hurts you to do a single leg bridge, you could cross your leg over and just focus on your arm, or just have both feet down. Okay, otherwise we got our right foot down, left leg is out straight. Press up into that bridge. You start with your weight down. You're gonna kick your leg up, press your weight, and come back. Kick and press, and back. Kick and press, and back. kick and press, and back, right? So nice and controlled. You could also do this motion and have your hips down if it hurt your back and just focus on core bracing, right? So lots of alternatives. Okay, we got 5 more. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, switching. So left arm, right leg, you're in that bridge. Your right leg starts out straight on the floor. Left leg is by. We press and kick. Press and kick. Press and kick. Press and kick. Nice and controlled. Holding on to that form. Try to have those hips up as high as possible, right? Modify if you need. We got about 10 more seconds. We'll go 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Perfect. Okay. Hips are down. You've got both dumbbells. We're going to be in the seated position here. Okay, so you're going to have knees bent, heels down, toes up. You're going to slightly tilt back. You're just going to curl, press, come back, and down, right? Curl, press, back, down. So try to stay somewhat tilted back. If 2 weights felt like too much, you could always do 1 weight. Curl and press right there too, right? So not too shabby. Nice and controlled. Curl, press, back, down. Curl, press, back, down, right? These are fun. For sure, if you want to make them more fun, pick those legs up, right? Nice and controlled. Try to keep that gaze somewhat forward. If this hurt your lower back, you could put something behind your lower back. Okay, we're almost there. We're going to go 5 more. Here's 1, and up, coming down. Here's 2, and up, coming down. Here's 3, and up, coming down. Last 2. Here's 4, 4, coming down. Here's 5, 5, coming back and down. Okay, so we got both dumbbells. This time you're going to be doing a regular bridge, both feet are down. And you're going to do a tricep press. So you want your palms facing each other. We're going to have our arms up in the air. You're going to press into your bridge. You're going to bring one arm down and then the other. So we want to try to do reciprocating presses. So that means they're not going to be in the same spot at the same time. Okay, nice and controlled. It's going to be a little bit harder with your palms facing each other because it's going to work our triceps more that way. But that's a good thing, isn't it? I think so. Okay, we got 10 seconds. Then we're going to go into reciprocating tricep overheads, I guess. I don't know. 1 more to each arm. Okay, so now you're going to bend your right arm down toward your shoulder, or your weight comes down. As it comes up, your left leg is, or left arm is coming down. I know my arms and legs, I promise. I'm just a little bit slower today, I guess. I better crank up the coffee for the afternoon. Right, otherwise Franklin's going to outsmart me all afternoon. Okay, nice and controlled. Make sure when your weight comes down, your elbow is pointed to the ceiling. You don't want to have a chicken wing, right? No, you don't want people to be like, hey, look at that person. They do Pilates, but they got chicken wings. No. Okay, nice and controlled. We got 10 seconds. These kind of feel good. Is it just me? Or do you think these feel good too? I don't know. 1 more to each arm. Here's 1. Here's 2. You're going to relax. Oh, and we're going to sit on up here. Actually, no, we're not. You're going to have 1 weight and you're down. I can't read my workout. So we're going to do a weighted core move here. So if you can, you're going to have both legs up in the air, and you would have your weight in the air. So what you're going to do is toe reaches. You would crunch, act like you're going to reach your weight to your toes. If that hurts your back, just put 1 foot down. Does not matter which one, and focus on just 1 leg. Okay, ready? And go. So legs are as straight as possible. You're trying to lift up and reach that crunch. If you want to make it extra fun, just keep those shoulder blades off the ground. But the good news is we're going to make this extra fun in about 15 seconds. Okay, nice and controlled, lifting with your core. You're lifting and lifting. Try to keep those legs straight. Not very easy after bridges. Okay, we got about 3 more. Let's do 1 more. Okay, so now your weight is going to be in the air. We're going to do our footprints to the ceiling. So you're trying to raise up those hips off the floor and up, right? It doesn't have to be a huge motion, right? My hips aren't coming way up off the floor, but we're holding that weight up and you're trying to lift. So this is a lot of lower abdomen work. So it's not easy. It's not very often that you work your lower core, okay? So if you think these are awful hard, that's okay. You're not alone. Most people don't like these, but I do. So we got 3 more, and then we're going to do a combo move. Okay, so guess what your combo is going to be? You're going to do a toe reach, footprints. Toe reach, footprints. Oh my gosh. Toe reach, footprints. This might be my favorite move of the day. Okay, so you're going through each motion. If you need to modify, you could try to take out the footprints and just focus on the toe reach. Of course, you don't have to use a dumbbell, but if you can, hang on to it. We got 10 seconds. Okay, you're doing a great job. Let's do 3 more. So here comes number 1 of those 3. Here's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, ho, 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 and relax. Oh, yeah. All right, both dumbbells. So we're going to do a bridge with a tricep press, but we're going to add a twist at the top. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to start with your palms facing away from your body. We're in our bridge. You're going to press up. You'll turn and twist your weights till they touch, and then you'll come back down. So press, turn and twist, and back. Press, turn and twist, and back. Okay, so we're just holding that bridge. If your back's feeling really tight, just take the bridge out and focus on your core and just doing that chest press type motion, right? If you can hold the bridge, it's awesome. If you can't, that's okay too. You're still gonna get a good workout, okay? Sometimes your back doesn't like you, right? That's just part of getting older. I think it too. That's not even a diss on you. Some days I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, my back. What did I do? I slept wrong. How can you hurt your back by sleeping wrong? Isn't that just silly? It is. Okay, nice and controlled, turning and twisting and pressing. You guys are doing a great job. And you're having fun doing it too, I think. Yeah, we got 10 seconds. So let's do 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. I don't know about you, but I'm just not getting warmed up. 4 and 5. All right, relax. Okay. Lucky for you, this is your last move of the day. Okay, so if you can, you're going to use both of your dumbbells, right? If the dumbbells don't feel good to you, you'll go without. So you're going to have your right leg in tabletop. Your left leg is going to be out straight. If you can keep it down on the ground, that's perfect. You're just going to crunch and lift up, try to touch your weights under your knee and come back, right? So it's not really like you want to keep your elbows bent and keep your arms close to your body. It's not really a press or anything like that. If you want to make it harder, your left leg would just be up off the floor and you're reaching up. And of course, you can always go without any weights and clap your hands. Ready? And go. So you're lifting and back. Lifting and back. Lifting and back. If you wanted to do one weight, you could always pass it under, right? That's something. Okay, we got 15 seconds. Nice and controlled. Trying to really lift up, work the core. Oh, we got 3 more on this side. There's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Okay. Right leg out. Left leg's tabletoppy. Are you ready? Go. So you're up and back. Up and back. Feels awkward on this side. Up and back. Up and back. Up and back. Up and back. Whoa, yeah. Almost there. We got 10 seconds. Whew. Let's do 3 more, then we're done for the day. Here's 1, coming back. 2, coming back. 3, and relax. Whew. And set those weights down. You can yell at me if you want. I don't care. I like that workout.